It's cool, just cool, into the mountain. Nice.
Hey guys, it's Approx here back with another video. What is going on? And today we're going to talk about something very exciting about Feral, and I cannot wait for Feral. In fact, Feral's coming out very soon. Closed beta is actually opening up very soon. That is the sign-ups for it at least. We don't know when the actual beta is launching. Sometime in December, hopefully. But let's not get off topic here. So before we begin the video, obviously you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do a giveaway, but today I'm gonna do it at the end. So make sure to watch the video all the way to the end for the giveaway, and also don't skip anything because this is gonna be an awesome video. We're gonna talk about what can possibly be the animals in Feral. So let's get right into the video. So currently we know about two animals, that's the griffin and the kitsune, which are two ultra cool animals that we know are going to be in Feral. Now I probably can't call these animals, they're just creatures, but these look really cool and they're mythical, and we know that all creatures, or at least we know that most creatures are going to be mythical in the game. And we also know that these creatures are going to be evolvable, which I talked about in my previous video. So what I'm thinking in my mind right now is it might be a lower level griffin that I upgrade and it looks cooler, and maybe it gets upgraded stats, or whatever the goal of the game is, it gets an upgrade so that it can do whatever that is better. So right now it's a little bit unclear what the actual main game driving force will be, but definitely evolution will be a big part of that. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into the 9 animals, or the 9 creatures that I think might be in the game Feral. But I'm gonna do it in the order of least likely to most likely. And number 1, mark my words, number 1 is going to be in the game. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. If you're listening after the game has come out and you're wondering, wow, how did he figure it out? I just know, alright? I know it. Okay, so let's start off with number 9 is Kappa. So what is Kappa now? Now, Kappa is basically a traditional Japanese kind of creature. It's sort of like this frog-looking creature with a shell on its back, and it apparently resembles a water tiger, which is pretty difficult to actually imagine. But as you can see, I have picked an image that might be similar to what might be in the game. But obviously, this is the least likely to be in the game, but I've only chosen creatures that are actually likely to be in the game, and out of that, this is the least likely. So it's an interesting creature, but it doesn't have too much of a relevance. So it's possible that they add it, but this is a little bit unlikely. So let's move on to the next creature. So the next creature is the Leviathan. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's basically a dragon-like creature, but it's a water dragon. That's basically the best way to describe it. It's basically like a giant ocean-bound creature that is gigantic, attack ships, and it's like created by God or something. So that's why I put this at number 8 on my list, because it does have religious connections, and that's very unlikely in my opinion, but still it is quite likely that it might be in the game, but I'm not too sure about this being in the game. So let's move on to the next creature. So next one is the Cerberus. So from now on, I'm pretty sure these are very likely to be in the game. The previous two weren't that likely, but this might be in the game. So the Cerberus is basically a creature that guards the gates of hell. So you might be wondering, wait, isn't that also religiously bound? But yeah, it's a Greek mythological creature, which is, I think, the same thing for Griffin and Kitsune. No, wait, Kitsune is not, but Griffin is. So basically, it guards the gates of hell, and it's owned by the god of hell. I don't know if it's the god of hell, but it's Hades, and it's it's terrifying. But this is quite likely to be in the game. Let's move on to the next one anyways. So next up we have Kraken, which is a giant octopus or a cephalopod, which is like a gigantic sea monster, and apparently it attacks ships and kills people, because it's 40 to 50 feet in length or 13 to 15 meters, and it's gigantic. Now, I don't know if there are going to be underwater animals like the Leviathan and the Kraken, but my guess is it's probably not going to be there. But if there are, this is probably going to be the first added creature into the game, because this is a very, very famous creature. I'm sure you've seen the Kraken somewhere, like the gigantic octopus, or heard of it somewhere. But anyway, so that's what I think might be number 6. And next up, we have the Wendigo. So this is something that everyone was telling me in the comments of my previous video. Not previous video, but my video on the first AJ Feral leak, which was the weird looking creature from Ellipsity. And they said it was a Wendigo. And I had no idea what it was, so I just sort of ignored it. But now that I was looking for creatures that might be in the game, I came across this and I saw this and I thought, whoa. It looks so similar to that thing, so I'm guessing this is the same thing. I can't really be sure at this point, but the reason I'm not quite sure is because it's a human spirit that's been a human body that's been possessed, and it's a flesh-eating cannibal. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but it's a representation of murder, insatiable greed, and cultural taboos, so I don't quite know if that's what's going to be added into Feral, but that's just my guess. But it might be the same creature, I don't know. And number 4, we have the Yeti. Now, I'm sure if you've played AnimalJam or AnimalJam Play While, you know what the Yeti is. It's this giant monkey-like creature that's blue, and it roams in these snow environments, and it's this scary big creature, and it's basically a huge furry monkey. That didn't come out quite right, but yeah, this is what this is, and it's quite likely to be added, but only speculation for now. Next up, we're getting very close to the very, very likely ones. And this one, I'm telling you, it's very, very likely that this will be added. In fact, I can almost bet that this is going to be in the game. And this is the Phoenix. Yes, the Phoenix creature. So I'm sure that you know what a Phoenix is. It's basically a firebird, not necessarily a firebird, but it's a huge bird, a mythical creature that is immortal. It's immortal because whenever you kill it, it bursts into flames, and then it rebirths into a new creature, a new, younger version of itself, and it never dies, basically. And it's a really, really cool looking creature. It has a really nice backstory. This particular creature is very, very famous in very many games. That's because it's very, very well known around the world, and it's very cool looking, and I'm telling you, this might be in the game. Let's move on to the next one. At number 2, we have, yes my friends, it's the dragon. Obviously, the dragon is gonna be basically a big creature. That's for every single creature that we know, and it's of Chinese origin, and it might fly, it might not, but it's basically a creature that's supposed to breathe fire, and it's a very scary creature that can be used for good. It might be a force of good, but the point is that this creature is very large. It can fly, or it can be a sea dragon. But the most likely one is probably the fire-breathing dragon, which is, the one that is known by everyone, the famous dragon that is slayed by the princes and the princesses. I don't know how the princesses slay them, but famous story of the dragon that gets slayed. So I'm guessing that the dragon is very, very likely going to be added. I'm not sure how. Obviously, I've shown you pictures of all the creatures, but this is the pictures are just a representation. I have no idea how it's going to be designed. So yeah, this is very likely to be added. And the next one, I know for sure it's going to be there. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be there. At number 1, we have the Pegasus, people. Obviously, the Pegasus. So, if you don't know what the Pegasus is, what are you even doing? So, the Pegasus is a Greek mythological creature, and it's basically a horse with wings and extraordinary strength, I'm pretty sure. So, the Pegasus is a flying horse that is owned by a god. So now the Pegasus has a very, very interesting backstory, and it's about Mount Olympus and where Zeus gives Hercules Pegasus or something. But the point is that this is a very, very majestic creature. It's not really a violent kind of creature, which makes me very, very certain that this is going to be there, especially because of its popularity. It's so popular. You ask anyone what a Pegasus is, if they don't know, then they're dumb. I'm just joking. But honestly, it's very, very popular, and it's probably going to be added. And I'm not even going to lie, I'm pretty happy about that because it looks really, really cool. Alright, so obviously I just want to let you all know that this is obviously speculation because I don't know, I don't make the game. Feral is obviously AnimalJam and Wildworks making. But these creatures are very, very likely because I can't find any other mythical creatures that are more popular. Now obviously the Kitsune is a more I'd say not so well known creatures as much as the dragon or the Pegasus or the Kraken or any of those top 5 creatures that I just mentioned, which means that they are probably going to be added also because those 2 are the only ones that have been leaked. There's obviously going to be at least 5 starting animals or creatures that we start with. But anyways, since you're here now, I'm going to do the giveaway. So currently I'm doing a headdress giveaway. That's right, I'm doing a headdress giveaway, and I'm doing an AnimalJam Play Wild Buddy Request giveaway. I know, a little bit of a disappointment, but I don't have much to give away right now. I'm gonna get a lot more. So make sure to leave your comments down, your username. Tell me if you want a buddy or tell me if you want a headdress. And since you watched till the end, thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to enter. And I'll see you in the next video, obviously. See y'all very, very soon. Tell me what you think is gonna be in Feral. See y'all, bye.